And I don't like chasing opportunities all the time. I'm sure you don't like chasing opportunities all the time. It feels like social media is the only way to grow your business. But what if I told you there's a tool you're probably not using that could exponentially change your life, your business, and your income? And that is simply adding video to your sales strategy. It's not gonna require you to keep up with a crazy algorithm or dance on TikTok. Now, before you roll your eyes, you should at least consider the power of video. I read somewhere recently that our brain processes visuals 60,000 times faster than text. How many 500-word blog posts would you need to have that same level of impact, right? When I first started creating videos, I wasn't worried that no one would watch. I assumed no one would watch. But I really assumed that they would probably ridicule me for looking desperate on video. I thought it was funny. I thought appearing on video made me look like I was asking or begging for someone to pay attention to me. And then there was the fear I had of not knowing what to say, not knowing how to say it, not knowing how to edit, not knowing what lighting should look like, how should I navigate the script. I almost overthought my way out of making my very first video so many years ago. Listen, I'll be sharing tips to help you to navigate this negative self-talk and coach yourself through it too. I just created a free e-booklet to help you recession-proof your confidence. Make sure you take a look below so that you can learn to navigate through tough times without having a lot of doubt. But here's the thing, creating video isn't just about social media. It's not just about marketing your service or educating your audience. It can help you build authority and resonate with your ideal clients. Help you stand out from a crowded market. Help you make a content creation strategy much more efficient. One of my favorite parts about it is it helps to ensure that you are actually attracting your ideal target audience. Can you imagine jumping on a sales call with a prospect who already feels like a friend because they know, like, and trust you, and they're talking about you in a way that you wouldn't imagine they would have? Can you imagine that? About brands reaching out to you to help you to expand your reach and your brand and their audience because they know you're a good fit already. In today's video, I want to share with you 3 ways that you can add video to your sales strategy. And it doesn't require you to consistently post these videos. Using video in the DM. One of my favorite ways to nurture my audience or to warm up a cold prospect is to jump in their DMs with a video. Putting your brand online can feel next to impossible to stand out. And I don't like chasing opportunities all the time. I'm sure you don't like chasing opportunities all the time. When you want to be in a situation where you're inviting people to engage with you because you're so approachable or relatable, they want to know who you are outside of the content that you're posting. Now, here's the thing. It's really important to remember that this video messaging in the DMs can go weird quickly. If it's too promotional, too spammy, if it's something that's just copy and paste, people can sniff this stuff a mile away. You're likely gonna get ghosted, and it's gonna tarnish the experience that you could have had with this individual who could have been interested in you, but now you're just coming off as too salesy. This technique on LinkedIn all the time for so many different reasons, but I always get the same responses. Like 98% of the time, it's that it's so different, or it's engaging, or unique. It prompts a conversation in a direction that's favorable for the both of us. Add a video before your sales call. I used to dread sales calls. I have to admit, I used to secretly hope that they cancel right before the call so that I wouldn't have to go through the idea of being rejected on the call or having to sell and pitch them my services or my fees on the call. Over time, I realized I really wasn't setting myself up for success in the best way possible, and that idea didn't resonate because the strategy didn't resonate with me. I had to make a few tweaks, adding a filter before the call to better qualify my prospects, add a technique to help me to dismantle their objections before the call. I didn't even have to have them over the call. I was already thinking about them before the call. This video that you add could be a frequently asked question. It could be a recurring objection that you're hearing, and you can make it feel how you feel. It could be more formal and more of a presentation, or it could be more casual, like a conversation with friends. You can send this over an email, or it could be a part of your auto scheduling workflow for your appointments. I don't want you to get lost in the details here. The intent is to start to break down their objections in a way that feels more natural for you. Overcoming objections is a part of sales. It doesn't mean you're forcing. It doesn't mean you're trying to convince. It's just that you've already thought about this because you're experienced in these types of conversations and you own this experience and you have confidence in it. So you've already thought about and anticipated what hurdles they're going to have to face in order to work with you. You can add this to your follow-up system too. Add video to your lead magnet. Growing your email list can help you and your business to wean yourself off of social media. So you want to make sure that you're offering something of value so that you can collect emails. Here's what I think is funny. I think people are often more committed to their emails than they are their own relationships. It's so crazy to me that in 2022, I still see AOL and Yahoo email addresses coming through. But it's kind of like banking information, right? Like at this day and age, you have so many things interconnected and linked to your email address that it's easier for you to change a username or delete a social media profile than it is for you to delete an email that you've had since you were in college. I'm not going to spend much time on a lead magnet today, but the intent of a lead magnet is to convert a visitor to your website into a prospect. There are so many things that you have to have in place to have an effective lead magnet, just a sales page. But two things that you really need to make sure that you have is to have compelling sales copy and to have an offer that sparks their curiosity and want to learn more about what it is, the solution you're offering for them. Adding a video to this can help to convert them a little more effectively. One thing I like about this too is depending on the source of the traffic, these may be folks who have never engaged anything you've ever done. All they see is you're offering your solution. So having a video here is a great way for them to warm you up, not just to your solution and your product or service, but to you and your style. And maybe they start to vibe with you on that level and they have no clue who you were prior to that video. There are many ways to leverage video in your sales strategy. The key here is to make sure that you find a way to create video that's aligned with you, aligned with your intent, aligned with your business, and gives your target audience an opportunity to overcome their objections, their hurdles, their mental hurdles that they may have about signing up and seeing you as the authority sooner and faster.